Hello, everyone, and welcome to Samantha Uncut, where I discuss hot topics, celebrity news, reality TV, and so much more. So, tonight I want to discuss the bomb that was dropped on Carlos King's Reality with the King podcast tonight on his Messy Monday. Aikisha, Holly, Poland just gagged Carlos King and all of us because she just revealed that she is not returning to next season of Belle Collective. And when I tell you that Carlos King was stuck, his face was stuck, it was as if like it was like my screen was frozen. The look on his face was priceless. I'm not really a watcher of Belle Collective, but I heard that they are doing some great things over there. I don't know. For me, I don't choose to support any more of Carlos's productions outside of Love and Marriage Huntsville, and I'll watch the Messy Mondays to see what he has to say about Love and Marriage Huntsville. But outside of that, I don't choose to watch any of his productions because I don't agree with the way that he's treated his cast, how he's treated Melody specifically, and I just him in general, the way he go about things, I don't really agree with it. And there's just too many complaints regarding him and how he does business. So for me, I choose not to support any of his shows outside of the one that I do currently watch now, which is Love and Marriage Huntsville. However, tonight on his Messy Monday, he had Aikisha and her husband Willie from Belle Collective as a guest. Well, it was Willie's segment, but then later on, Aikisha came on and joined him towards the end. And he was just basically recapping what happened at the Belle Collective season finale, where they had this huge brawl between, I believe it was him, Glenn, and Cliff, Latricia's husband. So again, I don't really watch Belle Collective, but I've seen the clip where there was this huge brawl between those men and individuals. It was a serious altercation, and it seemed like individuals got injured, and Willie was just expressing that he was very disappointed in his behavior. He took accountability for what happened, and that he felt disappointed that he did not protect his family, his wife, and someone could have gotten really hurt. And he was just expressing his frustration with the men of Belle Collective, and that they were a little bit fake towards him, I guess, because he's not from Jacksonville where they're shooting, and they feel like he comes off as being better than them, and that's not the case. But overall, he was just expressing that he has so much to lose, and the kids that he's mentoring, if they were to see him act out in that way, it's kind of counterproductive to the work that he's doing with his youth. We also saw that where Letitia and Latrice from Belle Collective also went on Instagram Live to discuss the fight and overall what happened. And basically, they were basically saying that it was Aikisha's and Willie's fault why the fight happened, and that they shouldn't come back to Belle Collective and for next season. So they were basically trying to already, stating their stance by saying that they did not want them back on Belle Collective. So I guess in this moment, Aikisha and her husband, they made the decision for everyone to let everyone know that, hey, we won't be coming back either way. So let's just get into the clip.
Belle Super Bowl champion, but people forget that Aikisha is from Jackson.
If you didn't feel comfortable on my platform, I'll come to your platform because I have nothing to hide. I really wanted to get to know the men, and I have been critical of everything that they have going on is from a storyline, right? But that's all that's been given to me, right? Like if you rap in front of me and I don't like your rap, I don't like your rap, right? I said it. If your storyline's infidelity, then I'm just going with what you gave me. If you have trouble speaking like actual words, and you leave that for me, and we're gonna go back and forth, then I'm gonna go at you. What you're giving me. So I don't do a deep dive into these guys. I'm only using what they project. And so with all that said, man, I was frustrated because it seemed like there was times where on camera, I think I tried to extend myself. However, this is the pivot. Off camera, we were Gucci. Everything was cool because even the scene that we had at Nanos, shout out the people at Nanos in New Orleans. They were first of all, the staff was great. But when we stepped away from the cameras, Glenn and I talked man to man. We just had at it. I said, good. I see where you're at. You see where I'm at. Love. Cliff, when he's sober and he's clear-minded, he's a really good dude, right? Outside, I don't speak on other people's marriages because that's not how people go. But man to man, we cool. And so after that, and even after we left out of New Orleans, I'm getting in the car, JJ and I, with our wives. Glenn is like, hey man, you know, I'm about to hit up Bourbon Street. What y'all about to do? I'm like, I'm going to Jackson, man. I gotta get back to my babies. We dapped it up. We shook hands. It was love. There was no issues, at least on my part. It wasn't until 2 weeks later till the opening where I realized the energy and the negativity I was greeted with, and I didn't understand because when we got to Latrice's, I think, boutique shop with the hair stuff, right? You know, Glenn said some slick shit to me, but I was like, whatever. Because first of all, it was hot as hell. Like it was burning hot out there. My wife wasn't feeling well. We had to go pick up the kids. You know, we're dealing with trying to be on time for the event. We had a million things going on, so we were going back and forth. Nevertheless, when we arrived, man, you know, Glenn had some slick shit to say, and I really
you remember what he said.
I think he was making fun of my because I just got shaped up and I got sprayed in and shit. So I think he said some slick shit like that. But when you married, man, and your wife is in your ass about being late, worrying about the kids, I wasn't paying attention to none of that. I was just kind of locked in. So with that said, man, as we kind of go through it, I noticed the energy was just different. I can't put my finger on it. I don't know what it is. Even JJ noticed it. Me and JJ are very honest with each other. You all right? He's like, but I knew he had a lot of shit going on with him. So I was just like, well, okay, Jay. And then when we arrived in Toast, Cliff greeted me at the door. I shook his hand. It was love, yada, yada, yada. And we went to the back of the restaurant where Cliff, I think, has a cigar bar. And for somebody that owns an establishment, I know how hard it is to get it off the ground. Yeah. Like I have a foundation, man. I talk to kids time after fucking time. All it takes is 30 seconds to ruin your life. And I was an exact example of what I tell kids not to be. And that pains me, man, because now it allows those kids who are hard to get to, well, Mr. Colognes, this is you. So what do you tell? You let your emotions get the best of you. Because of what? Because of some name calling? And I did feel disrespected. I felt like they were coming at me. And I did feel like my back was pinned against the wall. And you're not going to embarrass me in front of my wife. You know what I mean? And I try to paint the picture at this. I have an establishment. If I was to invite them in my establishment and whatever we celebrate, and I make it solely about disrespecting them in my bar, I expect them to have the same type of retaliation. Like, you invited me here for this bullshit?
I get that.
So I don't feel good about it because one thing, my wife, who I love to death, she's putting in the work, man. She cares about Jackson. Whether we're on the show or not, we're talking to law enforcement. She has the Fair Forest Street Festival 2 years in a row where she brought in David Banner, Shaka from DTP, Dr. Jackie. She's exploiting Black businesses within this city. You know, this isn't a storyline. I watch this woman, as much as my passion is football and sports, I watch this woman go sleepless nights trying to bring something to Jackson from a sense of positivity. You know, we're walking into rooms talking to state officials. We're walking into talking to the chief of police. We're walking to people who have impact within our community, and I showed that. So I'm not happy with it. I'm upset about it. And I felt like, you know, people want to give me and my wife validation for standing on business. I don't feel like I stood up for myself, sure. But I dropped the ball because my goal at the end of the day is to make sure my wife and my family get home safely, unscratched. And That situation was 5 minutes from being on the 5 o'clock news.
Willie, before I let you go, so I know it's Christmas week, and I thank you for taking time out to speak to us this evening. Tell your wife Aikisha I said hello to children.
Well, she's right here. She wants to talk.
Oh Lord.
What's up, Aikisha?
Hello.
Listen, Willie. Why am I not surprised? Hi, Aikisha.
Hello, everybody.
How cute are you? I love your ears.
Oh, thank you. I'm trying to get this house ready for these kids for the holidays.
Well, Aikisha, I got one last question for Willie. Okay, can he have his own shot, Aikisha? He didn't interrupt your interview with me.
Yes, he can. You can answer his question, and I'm gonna say what I have to say, and that's it.
Well, I have more questions for you. I love you, baby. Listen, Willie, the most important question of the night. You can say, Aikisha. Come on, baby.
I'm letting you answer your question, boo.
Okay, I love you so, Aikisha. Hi, Colognes, baby. Okay.
That's right.
Willie, everybody wants to know this one pressing question. Why did you cut off your locks?
Oh man, it was time, Carlos. Man, it was time. I sleep a lot cooler. I can move my damn neck. I think the biggest struggle was I YouTube people cutting their locks, and a lot of people cry in the chair. They kind of have this breakdown, and a lot of people were like, "Listen, you carry your trauma in your hair," and which is true. I had lost my mother, I had lost my uncle, and I recently just lost my aunt in the last 6 years. On top of 4 years, right? On top of getting married, and and just a lot. It was just time, man, and I felt like I've been stewing on it for a long time, but I had to kind of just say, you know what, it's time for a new look, new change. And I'm happy about it. I'm happy because it's necessary for me because I got tired of sitting in the chair for 3 to 4 hours, getting it twisted, styled, shaped up. For 2 weeks, it's back to neutral. So, it was just time.
You like it, Aikisha? You like the,
Yes, I love it. It's like getting a whole brand new man.
Ooh. So, Aikisha, before I let you guys go, can you update us on everything going on with Ferris Street, your foundation, and all the many things you have going on?
Yes, I mean, it's all out there. The foundation's doing well. This is busy season for us. We just finished our Christmas in the Bronx, where we do a huge toy giveaway to Willie's community of the South Bronx at the Nitra Classic Center, which is right in the project where he was born and raised in Melrose Projects. We're getting ready for our HBCU College Fair. Also for our health fair that's going to be in Jackson, Mississippi. So Sophia and I are coming together to do the second annual health fair, and we have some panelists, and we're doing a brunch, and we are focusing on heart health, vascular health, and menopause health. And it's in February, so it's going to be amazing because so Gucci's mom died of a heart attack along with cancer. My mother died of a massive heart attack. Her twin sister died of a heart attack. Willie's mom had a heart attack associated with lupus and lost her. And then her twin sister died in the beginning of the year. So we are really focusing on women's heart health, vascular health, and correlating how menopause associates with heart health. Yes. So we're going to do that. And but anyway, I just wanted to step in. I am excited that Belle Collective has been picked up for another season. I got my pickup letter. And,
I know that's right.
We were excited about that, and we want to congratulate Carlos, and we want to congratulate the show. And thank you for allowing us to be a part of the platform. But unfortunately, we will not be returned. So just wanted to say that the colognes are done. So thank y'all and Merry Christmas. And our attorney has sent a letter to the attorneys of Kingdom Reign. So just want to let y'all know, because I didn't want Carlos to find out any other way.
Well, listen, thank you so much for everything you brought to the show. You have a friend in me, a family in me as well. And anything you guys need, let me know. And as you know, anytime you want to return, the door will always be open for you.
Thank you. Thank you for having us. Merry Christmas to everybody, and thank you.
Much love to your beautiful family.
You guys. Yeah.
When I tell you that Carlos' face was priceless, I had to keep replaying. I need you guys to really take a look at his expression, his facial expression, and how at the end he just removed them from the screen. It was hilarious. Oh my God, I can't. Like, I kept watching that clip so many times because it's so funny. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments about Aikisha and Willie leaving Belle Collective. What are your thoughts on this announcement? Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share, and I'll see you guys in the comments.